happens if the stitches tear?
The band rotates, it slips, and the stomach twists, and the food goes down, but it won't go through. So we have to have another operation to put it back into position. Now that occurs in 5%. In 95% of people, it doesn't happen, but it certainly happens in 5%.
Okay, so 5% of the population that happens.
Correct.
So that's not too bad.
Well, no, but it does mean another operation. Now, the other thing that can occur, the band forms a capsule around itself. 1 in 100, the band will erode into the stomach. Now, what happens is that you actually don't notice anything except you can eat more, because the sort of food goes around the band instead of through it. Now, we then have to take the band out. I have a look into your stomach, and if we see that it's eroded, we take the band out.
Can you ever put it back in again?
You can. We don't do it at the same time, but we may be able to put it in later.
Okay.
Now, the other thing, we had a few tubings break, but they've changed the design, and it's been perfectly okay since. And the other thing is that the ports, those little ports, we've had 3 out of 900 that got infected, and we had to take them out and put them back 6 months later.
Okay.
That's the technical bits. Now, you ask, how long have we been in hospital? Well, you're in hospital for 2 days. If we operate on a Monday, you're home on Wednesday morning. Operate on a Wednesday, you're home on Friday morning.
That'd be great. I've got my own business, so when could I possibly go back to work?
Well, you'll be back to work in about a week. We usually say, if you do a heavy manual labouring job, it's a little bit longer because we put the port there and it takes a few days for it, up to a couple of weeks for it to really get solid. So therefore, you tend to pull it a little bit. So
can you see the port at all?
No, you can't see it. It's under the fat. Maybe if you got down to about 45 kilogram, then you could see it, but that's not really a possibility.
Is it going to stop me from doing things or exercising or working?
No, for the first few weeks we say, okay, take it easy, but then you can go back, even do martial arts if you really want to do that.
Okay.
Okay, but otherwise it doesn't really bother you very much. You're in hospital for, as I said, for 2 days. You're off work for about a week, but you're up and about. You're running around the hospital and you get there, and as part of our protocol, I get you to see 2 other doctors.
Who are they?
One is a psychiatrist to make sure that there's no underlying issues that are going to prevent you going ahead and being successfully losing weight. And the other one is a physician who checks to make sure that you're fit, healthy, and okay for the anaesthetic.
So you can get it checked, make sure my sugar's not too bad.
Sugar, blood pressure, heart, all those things we get those checked.
Because they're the things I want to get fixed up.
No, that's certainly true.
And is this banding going to help this?
We certainly hope the weight loss will help that. In fact, 95% of type 2 diabetics who lose a lot of weight cured. So that's a good statistic.
And can you tell me roughly what it's going to cost me to have this procedure?
Well, if you're uninsured, it's about $13,000, but you are insured.
Yes, luckily I've been insured for most of my life now. The last 10 years we've had the top cover. And how much out of pocket will I be? About
$5,000 out of pocket. But that includes the anaesthetist, the assistant, myself, and also includes a number of visits to the dietitian and to our exercise physiologist.
So that's all consultations involved?
Out of pocket. And when you come back for the adjustments, it's only a few dollars out of pocket. It's not very expensive. And if, perchance, you need another operation at a later date, you're not up for the same sort of
So that's
money.
Covered if I have to come back and have another
generally
operation.
Covered, but not completely, but certainly not at the same level as the $5,000.
Okay, that sounds fine.
Let's talk about the banding itself. How successful is it? Well, your